Oh, look at these subscriptions. They're just flying in hot. All right, here's what we're going to do. We will cut off the thank you videos at 50, okay? So we'll see. But yeah, so thank you everybody. Subscriber 42 and already got you 43, so we won't trip on that. Go vegan, everyone. I'm so glad that I got a subscriber, because now with your special video, I actually have something that I want to talk about real quick. I was in the midst of cleaning up. Let's see how much phone charge I have. I guess enough. So I was texting with my bestie, vegan, her family, family being her husband and her children. So here's the deal. Her cousin is supposedly vegan, but, and that may be that she's eating a plant-based diet, okay, but she was at a rodeo. So why would a vegan not go to a rodeo, huh? Let's talk about it. And before anybody goes thinking I'm Mrs. Judgmental, almost dropped the popcorn popper. I grew up going to the rodeo with my daddy in Eagle, Colorado. Yeah, the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo, okay? And I loved going to the rodeo because I loved animals so much, you know? I just loved it. You know, you go, you get to see the stock show, all the cute rabbits and chickens and turkeys, you know, and piggies. And, you know, I never knew walking through there and looking at all the animals that they all go to slaughter in the end, you know? And even if one is kept as a pet, the rabbits and whatnot, you know, they're there to be exploited. And I would imagine when people are done with rabbits, unless they have grown to, quote, love them, yeah, you know, I don't know how they can because they're not vegan, but they may keep them. But the ones that are too old, can't be shown and whatnot, I bet they just go right to fur, you know. So, but why wouldn't a vegan go do a rodeo? Well, it's exploitation of animals, okay? So let's start with bull riding, for example. The rope they tie around them that pinches their groin and genitals to provoke them to buck repeatedly. The same as with the riding the Mustangs, the bucking Mustangs. Is that what you call them? Stallions? Mustangs? Studs have been neutered. Okay. Anyway, the horses. The mutton busting, you know, I never did that as a kid. I always wanted to, but I never did. You know, those little sheep, they go running off because they don't want something on its back. They're terrified. They guaranteed have not been treated kindly. Those animals in the rodeo, when they don't want to go into the pens to, you know, get ready to be shot out, and when they resist, you know, they're forced where they need to be. They're kicked, they're pushed, you know. With the mutton busting, that's when, you know, they ride the sheep, little kids. Sheep come darting out of there. They don't want something on their back. They're running this way and that way. And then what happens to them? Where do they go? All these sheep that go to the rodeo, these thousands and thousands and thousands of sheep. When they can't do that anymore, do they just get a nice little sanctuary somewhere? I don't think so. And it teaches our children from the get-go the wrong message, what animals are. You know, here we are looking at animals at the rodeo, watching them, people riding on them, tying them up, and then we're what? Eating a leg of a chicken or a leg of a turkey, or ground up body of a cow and a burger, and we're watching someone riding on a cow that's trying to buck it off. You know, let's get down. Oh, what about the cattle rope, or the calf roping? Little baby cows shot out into the arena there, made to run, and then roped down by the feet, yanked down, and then they pick them up once they've got them lassoed, and they grab them by all four, and they lift them up, and they slam them down like this, and then they lasso their four legs together as tight as they can. And the cowboy stands up like he's so tough. Look at me, I rode on my horse with this leather saddle from another animal that I'm putting on this animal, and I was just doing my rope, and I got him, that little baby calf right there, and I just got off my horse as fast as I could. I ran over in my leather boots all through all the cow shit and all the other shit from animals that were scared, and I picked up that baby calf, and I just lifted him right over my head. Pow! I put him down on the ground so hard, wind was knocked right out of him, and you, by golly, I tied a knot faster than you could ever imagine. Yeehaw! God bless America. You know, hello? What are we doing going to the rodeo if we are vegan? What are we doing going to the rodeo at all? All of these animals go to slaughter. When they are deemed useless, they go to slaughter. Racehorses, when they're injured, when they can no longer perform, whether they're 2 years old, 5 years old, they get shot in the head. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's what happens. And they go and are ground into dog food, or they're made into, quote, a fine meat for people to spend endless dollars on, to feel above others, to feel wealthy. Please. How much money are we making off of rodeos? These people riding on these animals, exploiting them, roping sheep, roping calves. They get paid to win. They get paid to rodeo. And then they feel so big and cool with their nice big belt buckle. Yeah, what an achievement. What a difference that made in the world. And by difference, I mean a shitty one. Because this is animal agriculture. And these are the hobbies of animal agriculture. Exploitation, raising the animals that are still producing the methane, abusing them, making them do things they don't want to do, barrel racing horses, forcing them to make sharp turns, risking injury to their ankles, never knowing if they even want to be doing it. You know, making money off of them. So everybody in the stadium can cheer and be, what the hell are we so happy about? You know? Wake up. Change your perspective. You know, it's like the gladiators, but now we've made the animals the victims. You know? At least the gladiators were apparently treated well and human. If they wanted to really escape and run, I bet they could. But these animals don't stand a chance. Just thinking back at all the livestock shows I had been to, you know, growing up. Partially in Colorado here, you know, I'm from California, but I went back and forth between California and Colorado my whole life, just about first half of my life. And all of the different animals that I pet and saw, and I had no clue. Another example, at the stock show during the rodeo, my niece won a prize for, she won for a steer, and then they ended up selling the steer off or something, but I took a picture with her steer. She was really young showing, and this big black steer was just ginormous and beautiful. And it was sold off, you know. And I honestly thought, I was about 10 years old, I thought that it was going to be a pet, you know. I thought it was going to be a pet. It was such a big, beautiful animal. Like, why would they kill it? But that wasn't the case, you know. So, anyways, I had to get that out there. No, the rodeo is not vegan. It is animal exploitation, and we're not going to do it. Just like the circuses are animal exploitation and wrong, we're not going to do it. I am happy to see all human circuses coming about, the acrobatic and all that, you know. So we'll have to just do an all human rodeo. Let's see how humans feel having another being on their back with a rope tied around their genitals, pinching, making them squirm and kick. You know, let's see how they like it. Let's see how we like it when we send our little children out running into the arena, and then someone comes and lassos their legs and picks them up and body slams them on the ground. You know, let's see how the crowd cheers when we put ourselves in the animal's position. You take those baby calves out of there, then you put our babies in there. We don't like that so much. So that's how we put things into perspective. That's how we gauge when we're doing the right thing, is we decide, is this something I would want done to me or done to someone I love? Is this moral? Is this ethical? These are the questions we need to ask. And for those who think it's a big pain in the ass, you know, why do I have to think so much? Well, guess what? The world's all messed up, so we have a whole lot of stuff to fix. So it's better to be a part of the solution than to add to the problem, because you're just screwing it up for everybody else on top of yourself. So don't do that. Everybody, go vegan. As always, go vegan. I'm going to stay here vegan strong all the time. I was supposed to be cleaning while I was talking, but when I got started on that rodeo, I had to just speak on it. So thank you, Ari, for talking with me. And if your cousin happens to see this video for some reason, no offense, but you're welcome. And that's all I have to say. Thank you to my wonderful subscribers. I'm very happy that you're here. Let's go vegan. Let's make this happen. I'm here for the animals. You can be too. You can be a vegan superhero, okay? Bye, everybody.